Okay, so I'm taking a break. Hang on, where did I put the tripod? I'm not taking a break, I should say. I'm taking a break from installing the insulation. It's been, it's being held down. Let me show you this ridiculous setup we got going on in here. Yeah, that's great, right? Next time I do this, 3M adhesive. Yeesh. Anyway, so while that has been doing that, I actually have been fixing the headlights again. I ordered this off Amazon. It's the same brand as the headlights that I purchased, and it's these. So it was this little connector. It's a ceramic connection for the plug of the light, because the ones that I got from Pick and Pull, they just weren't working. I went for a drive the other night and the lights are flickering or shutting off depending on the bumps in the road. It was just a bad connection. So I figured I'd just go with what's supposed to go with these headlights. And so far from testing the driver's side one, which is already done, it's good. I, stripped the wire, soldered them back together, heat shrunk them, wrapped it all up, turned the van back on, connected the battery, and just shook the ever-living Jeebus out of it, and the light itself stayed on the entire time. So now we're doing the passenger side. My problem is I don't know how to solder properly, and I keep ending up with these big, hard globs on the wire connection, and then I can't get the heat shrink over, and then I've got to smooth it down. It's just it's absolute utter nonsense. So I'm using this guy. Oh, that could probably be replaced. But I'm just using this kind of soldering iron, and maybe it's the wrong one, but it's the one I got, so I don't have a choice. I'm not gonna go buy another one. It's just very frustrating. So if you got any tips on how to solder with that properly, so you're just using the minimum amount and your wires are staying nice and thin, please let me know. Anyway, I will now finish the freaking passenger light, and then hopefully put some more insulation boards up. Yikes, that was probably the most boring time lapse ever. And that was just one wire. I still got one to go. Oh, this stuff is so monotonous. Anyway, I am not going to subject you to any more of that. I'm going to cinch this all up, get it put back together, and I'll see you in whatever clip comes next. Hey! So, this won't be part of the installation video, but I'm doing it while I'm doing the installation because it's taking forever, which if you've seen that video, you already know. But yeah, so this will probably be another part of my tale of 3 stories. What did I call it? I don't remember. Anyway, I ordered something in the mail and it came today. So, we're gonna open it up and see if it's as good as I thought it would be. A little bit of backstory. The baby mama, when we were still together, gave me a gift card to American Eagle for my birthday or Christmas or something. And I couldn't find anything that I wanted for the longest time. I kept looking for flannel shirts or Hawaiian shirts or camo something, because clearly those are the things that I sort of like, and I guess plain white shirts. But then it was on there, I don't know, last week or something, on their website, because the store is a nightmare to go into right now. They're always lined up out the door. I don't got time to stand in line to go into American Eagle. Sorry. It was on their site, and this popped up, and I was like, well, I mean, that's kind of perfect for me. Yep. So, and it was the same amount as the gift card. I had to pay for shipping, because, oh my goodness, but whatever. Let's see that. Oh man, is that perfect, or is that perfect? That is so me, and that is a very large shirt. Hopefully it shrinks up a little bit. I always go with 2XL because I like my stuff to be a bit baggier on me. I hate tight clothing. So yeah, that is freaking awesome. I saw that and I was like, obviously, even the butterflies and the message and everything kind of goes with what I've been saying, if you've been paying attention. So that is awesome. I will have to give that a quick wash and, well, no. Hang on. Oh, buddy. How's that? Yeah. Come on, ignore the tag. That's probably the best purchase I could have done with that card. Take something from a negative situation and turn it into nothing but hell yeah. Let's find something to do on this van, shall we? Woohoo! It is a day of deliveries. First a shirt, and now what will give us something to do on the van while we wait for the insulation to dry. I don't need a knife. It's an Amazon package. Shut up. What's in here? That bad boy. Ooh, custom wiring harness. This will allow me to have a trailer attached to the hitch that we installed in the last one of these 3-in-1 videos. So it should honestly just be plug and play from everything I read. Connecting it to, can we see, let's see, right there, those exposed wires, they're not really exposed, but they're not hidden. That's my taillights. This is supposed to just kind of link between them, and then we will run it down and through to the hitch, and then we'll be able to have a trailer that has brake lights and turn signals. Let's see how hard this is going to be. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, it comes with zip ties. Perfect. Let's embarrass myself and read the instructions. Behind driver side rear access panel, S3, S4. Step 1, locate vehicle battery. On the driver's side, under the hood, and disconnect the negative battery terminal. All right, these are already wrong because my battery's on the passenger side. Remove the rear trim fascia. Okay, this is ridiculous. As soon as I start using words like fascia, I'm done. And not just because I don't know what that means. And here's the thing that's cool about this. I don't know. I watched a couple guys do this to their Chevy van, and in both videos, two completely different gentlemen, they just ran the wire, and then when they needed to use, they just had it like sitting down here on the floor, and then when they needed to use a trailer, they just had it like coming out through the back barn doors. But there is a grommet. You can't see anything. I don't want to, okay, hang on. There's a grommet right there. Let me show you. Hang on. Just have to get my Leatherman. Thing's so handy. Look at that. Oh, hi, how are you? So wires right through here, run them down there, and it's gonna go right to the hitch. And you don't have to have wires running out your door. Yeah, this is pretty simple looking. I hate these connectors that always give me trouble. Let's just see, hang on. Come on, easy. In there, like this. Just kind of link them, ta-da. And da-da. You know what would make more sense? This thing would bloody let go. Hate these clips. In and pull. No, Matt, you can't install a trailer wiring harness. GMC doesn't want to let you. Why is it on every other video I watch? They do this, it's just, and it's apart. And there's me, and I'm all just, let it go. Oh my God. Don't be a bee. Don't be a bee. Okay. Got it. That was super easy. No complaints. Yeah, we better ground this guy. How much you want to bet that's a 10mm bolt? Yep, 10mm. Yeah, that's probably fine. And get your grounded. You're grounded. Sorry, old joke. Okay. Yeesh. This would be a lot easier if I wasn't, doing the insulation at the same time. So I wouldn't have this 2x6 here in the way. So never mind about the loom. This loom is not accommodating for 4 wires of this gauge. It's just not fitting. So I'm not gonna waste my time with that right now. We're gonna have to go to Princess Auto and get some bigger loom. I mean, this is for 2, maybe 3 wires at this gauge. Good Lord, that's a lot of loom that I can't use. Can't see it. That's much better. Got some bigger loom. This should be all we need to finish up the wiring and get it all protected. Now it's just coming straight down. I have it going over here. This right here is the top of the hitch. And what I'm gonna do, zip tie it to this little part of the frame. And then I'm gonna need a big zip tie to hold this around the actual bumper. And that should be enough room for the trailer to actually connect. Just gotta find some big zip ties. Or just put 2 zip ties together. I think this will work. Hey, let's get you over here. Run there, over up here. Right, and then back around. And connects right here. Now, if only I had access to the trailer to actually make sure this all worked properly. Guess that'll come up in a few months. What I do have to do is reinstall little rubber grommet. I cut a hole in it last night just to cover it up from the weather. Probably gonna have to make that a little bit bigger. It took like 2 seconds. So there it is. Just cut a hole out with the knife on the Leatherman. Keep an eye on this. It's the tiniest. I mean, it looks like the loom's actually creating quite a bit of a seal, but if needed, I can just hit this with a little bit of silicone and we should be fine. Next project. It's time to shut the world out because I don't want anybody looking in on me while I'm doing my business. That sounded really bad. Not exactly what I meant. However, look at that. You can see in, super easy. The sun rays are coming in, it's gonna fade stuff. I'll use that as my excuse. But no, if I wanna be able to do any sort of stealth camping, we gotta do something about those windows because they're like no tint. So the smart man would make an appointment with a tint shop and take their vehicle in and have the professionals do it and pay a premium. And yeah, I get it. You get what you pay for. But again, like most things here, doing it on a budget, being as cost effective as we can. So we're going to try to do this ourselves with this lovely kit from Canadian Tire. Watched a couple videos, seems straightforward enough. It's a nice day to do it. I'm not worrying about these windows because I'm still unclear on what the legalities of that is. But these 2 cargo doors, windows, and the ones at the back, those are getting tinted up and we'll see how it goes. So let the games begin. Okay, this is ridiculous and I highly advise against it. It's very frustrating. I'm probably rushing because I don't care too much. I just want it for the privacy. Oh yeah, I've already made an error there. That's awesome. But here is the difference. You can't really see it on the camera. There are streaks and what look like cracks and wrinkles in the tint. This first one definitely frustrated me to no end. This is not ideal. Like I said, I don't recommend doing this. Maybe save the money and get somebody to do it for you. Or if you've just got more patience than me when it comes to this sort of stuff, then by all means, go ahead and try, but I don't advise it. And I'm not going to be giving instructions on how to do it. The only bit of advice that I can give that I've garnered so far from this is the solution that you put on the window for the adhesive. Like I picked this up, a lot of people say you can just use soap and water. Use a lot of it. Like an excess amount. That seems to be key to help get this stuff on and sort of get the wrinkles and whatnot out. And you just gotta squeegee out the air bubbles and the excess liquid. So I'll continue on because I got it, but you know, do not recommend doing it yourself. But let's see if it sticks together, and then if not, at the very least, this will be a video of warning for everybody else. Okay, I might take back my frustrations before and still recommend you do this. I had never done it before, so it was quite frustrating, but once I figured out the key being add a whole bunch of that solution, it definitely made it easier. Now it's not pretty. This one's way better than this one. This one's a nightmare. I'll try and show you close-ups of this one later, and I may actually end up redoing this if I have enough film. I don't think I will, because this is what's left over of my first attempt. I got very frustrated and ripped it in half after it got stuck to itself, and that's because I didn't put any of the solution on it. But I can't stress that part enough so far. So far, I'm reeling back my recommendation to not do it yourself, because at the very least, it's another experience, and it was like $30. So, just goes to show, stick with things even when they're frustrating. To the back. Okay, so most, or probably all, I only looked up a couple tutorials on how to do this, but most of them say the way to do it is to put the film before you separate it. So it's got two layers, right? It's got the tint layer and then a clear layer that's kind of like its backing, and between the clean layer and the tint it's a sticky adhesive surface. That's what messed me up on my first attempt. But all of the videos say you put it on the outside of the window first and cut it to that for measurement, and then go to the inside because I guess it's easier on the outside. And I get that for like roll up and down windows on most cars and trucks and stuff, but these windows on the van are actually different sizes. Can't really see it, but this edge that you're seeing here on the inside of this window actually goes out probably another inch and a half. So when I did the first one, I measured on the outside, brought it into the inside, and was like, oh well, look at that, it's not the same size at all. So for the van windows, I'm not even bothering with the outside anymore. I'm just gonna do them all straight on the inside and see how it goes. I also watched one gentleman put the tint right on the outside, which would be easier, but then it's subjected to the elements, and I think that would defeat the purpose. That's just me. Anyway, let's do this one, see how hard that is. Nope, so that piece effed up too, so it's no easier to work with, that's for sure. So you definitely need to go slower. With the last piece that I have left, that's not even gonna fit. I already cut it to size. And that's not gonna cover anything. I'll try to put this on there because that's the only window it will fit on. There's definitely a difference, for sure. But now I'm back on the fence on whether or not I think this is a good idea. And it looks fine on camera. It's just that it's in person, it looks a little, and you know, it'd be better if that one hadn't screwed up on me, but it screwed up just like the first, I keep saying it screwed up. I screwed up because I'm impatient, I just want it down. And I hate sticky stuff like that. And when it gets all mangled up and stuck to itself, ooh, buddy, hard to stay positive when tape's in the game. I'm just kidding. $30, I'm gonna have to probably get another roll, obviously, to fix that. But, or sorry, not even that one. Let's see that again. Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind it. It's supposed to help with UV rays as well, so that'll be a good thing. That's it for this one, guys. Until the next one, be happy, be creative, be yourself, even if that means getting a little frustrated with whatever tasks you're doing. That's okay, as long as you remember to also, most importantly, just be positive. I'll see you guys in the next one.